Welcome back. We're still in round one of Double Dare. Brett got full of soup in the process, picked up $40 additional.
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast, coming at you from the Play and Trade Studios. I am Mayor Dave Badeaux, the city of Brainerd. With me, as always, is my brother.
I didn't ask to be born.
Still going strong with that mustache.
Yeah.
I must have had a dream.
I cleaned it up last night.
Okay.
For the podcast.
Okay, good. So you had a beard going again. Because I thought for a second the other day, I was like, did he get rid of the mustache?
No, the beard grew in around it.
Okay.
But,
It's still just a mustache. I appreciate it.
but I got rid of it last night.
Yeah, we're going to get you an IROC-Z. Start calling you Dale. I love it.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday.
Hey, Gabriel Johnson, I see ye.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Jesse Huber.
Hello.
How are you? Into the microphone today, right?
Yes.
Right, the whole time?
It's right up in my business.
I love it, the entire episode. Well, folks, everyone knows what time. Well, no, that's not what happens here.
Nope.
not that time.
Everybody knows what time it's not.
What do I say before these? This is the Be Kind Rewind. 1986. We have too many words that I have to remember to do. Folks, this is the Be Kind Rewind 1986, the episodes of the podcast in which we take a year, in this case, 1986, and we go back and we talk about all the goodness. The episodes coming up, we will have 2 movie sets that we'll be talking about. However, this episode is all about the pop culture, music, television, and toys of the year that was 1986. Before we get started, do you guys have any feelings about 1986 that you want to share?
Good solid year in the 80s.
Okay. We had somebody on Instagram, I think, say it was peak, prime.
I think I prefer 1985.
I agree.
I said 84. I said
Even 84.
Yeah.
84, 85, I think is peak.
Yep.
86,
We're getting into the 90s.
Yeah.
I think 86 is didn't we say 85 was peak? It was we have reached the tippy top.
Probably.
I mean, we could maybe call 86 a plateau. I wouldn't say that it
was still peaking.
It was. I mean, I don't think it was still peaking. I think we've peaked. I think we maybe hit a straight line. I could maybe give you that, but I don't know. I disagreed with this individual. It's a good year.
Good.
Yes.
Hopefully he never comments again.
All right, it's time for the soundtrack of our lives, the music of 1986. Have at it, Jesse.
A few big albums that year.
Yeah.
The one I like came out,
Okay.
Soul by Peter Gabriel.
Oh, I was so confused as to all the words that came out of your mouth until you said Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, that's the name of the album, Soul.
Isn't that what Sledgehammer is on?
Yes.
I think that's why I'm confused. I thought it was called Sledgehammer. I thought the album was Sledgehammer, but it's not.
No.
Huh.
No, but that had In Your Eyes,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
that's
You
80s
should
ballad
combine
right
the 2
there.
songs.
Should.
Sledgehammer in your eyes.
I think that was on Master of Puppets.
that was the deep cut.
Yeah, Big Time. Another one off that.
Okay.
That was another big radio play. They played the heck out of it around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sledgehammer and Big Time, at least 2-3 times a day on every station around here.
It's good. Peter Gabriel, good.
Yeah, I loved his solo work.
Good. Sledgehammer's great.
Sledgehammer's good.
Great.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah,
in the video. Well, yeah.
It's okay. I'll listen to it. Okay.
I've never owned a Peter Gabriel album.
I have not either.
I do own License to Ill.
Oh,
that's another one.
Jesse's canceled. All right, moving on. Nope, you're canceled. You went with Peter Gabriel. He went with the Beastie Boys.
So they dropped their first album.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're kind of getting into the 90s, right?
Yes. Were you a big Beastie Boys fan?
Not when I was that young, but yeah, when I discovered music and started getting my own tastes.
Yes,
They're
as a
fantastic.
teenager. Yeah,
In high school, I listened. Yeah, that was big.
yeah. I wasn't a Beastie Boys fan when I was 4 years old. I was a little young for the Beastie Boys.
Well, I did not wait in line to get their debut album.
The cassette.
You're too busy singing hymns.
Yeah, well, that one had their big one on it.
Yeah, I swear to God. Swear to God. I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan. Huge Beastie Boys. It was one of the ones in my BMG days. I had
Probably still owe them money.
I had every Beastie Boys album, every single one. You know, people get into the Paul's Boutique of the world.
Yeah.
But
You
at the
can
same,
argue that.
you can, but that's kind of like being a Weezer fan and saying that you like, you know,
The Green
That
Album.
anything's better than the Blue Album.
that anything's better than the Blue Album,
Yeah.
and it's not. I mean,
No, they blessed the rains in Africa.
License to Ill is incredible. It's in terms of if you like Beastie Boys, right? Yeah. You gotta like Beastie Boys. But if you like Beastie Boys, that album is incredible.
It's the only Def Jam. They were on Def Jam briefly for that album.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well, and it was different. It was new.
It was
Right.
white.
It was white. It was, they were the first white guys to do it, so then they could play it on the radio or whatever, because it was white guys.
And they immediately jumped to number one. The first rap album ever to get to number one. Go figure.
Well, they had a little bit of punk to them as well.
Oh, yeah. They were a punk band.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
They have many punk songs.
Yes. Yes. Well, what else? Give me one more. He said Master of Puppets, right? Master of Puppets is too early of Metallica for me. Too early. Again, we were 4 years old.
No,
right?
I have a fun fact about License to Ill.
Okay.
Because it was produced by Rick Rubens.
Okay.
Do you know what Rick Rubens wanted to call
I think it's just Rick Rubin,
the album? Ruben.
not Paul Rubens.
Ruben. Oh, we'll
That
talk
pedo?
about that later. Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin wanted to call License to Ill.
I'm sorry. Don't be a...
Whoa.
Hell. Do I got to bleep that? I don't know. Do we get... Well, how far
That's
are we
what he
in?
wanted to call it.
We're a couple
I'm
minutes in. I think
just-
we'll be okay.
Just repeating
What he
historical
wanted.
facts.
What he-
It's what he wanted, not what I wanted.
Historically, it's what he wanted.
The label said,
No.
no,
Yeah.
you
why?
can't call an album that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you.
go
I mean,
woke, go broke.
you can. You can call it that. Yeah, that's crazy, and good for them in not doing that. I
Yeah,
think
at the peak of the 80s.
oh yeah, that would have been hard.
That was-
that was a hard decision.
That was peak AIDS.
AIDS's.
The 80s. All right, enough with the music. You guys have anything else for music? You guys have derailed the music segment.
No, yeah, you mentioned Master of Puppets. It was Cliff
Yep.
Burton's last album.
Oh, power ballads were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holy moly. I just looked up like top 100 songs from 1986, and the top 5 were all like
Oh, yeah.
power ballads.
Oh,
Whitney
yeah.
Houston and
Yep.
and they are all fucking awful. I was like, I listened to 30 seconds of one, and I was like, ew, let's go to the next
Yep.
one. 30 seconds.
Ew.
Ew. 30
Yep.
seconds. What is happening?
Yep.
By the 5th one, I was like, I give up.
Yep.
Music
I
and
get it.
yeah, I get it. You
Music
suck.
to get a root canal by. Seriously.
Well, John Bajovi, he's in there as well somewhere. He's in there
It's
rocking.
slippery and wet.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we can move on from music. There was a guy that was arguing, because really what the guy was arguing, it was from the Miami Vice episode or short. And I had said in the beginning of the short, when you think of music from the 80s, you're really thinking of 1984. And I stand by that. I think that's when 80s music becomes 80s music.
Yes.
1984.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that there isn't 80s music in 1987.
Right. Yeah, well then 86 comes around and
Yeah.
it's power ballads, Metallica, the Beastie Boys,
Yeah.
and Peter Gabriel.
Yeah. Great.
Whitney
Fantastic.
Then Whitney
And
Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Tons of synth pop.
Janet Jackson, too.
Oh,
Well, folks, music is cool. But is it Cool Ranch?
Oh.
I think not.
let's talk Cool Ranch Doritos.
Let's talk Cool Ranch Doritos.
So ranch was invented in like the 50s.
Okay, I like this.
in a kitchen in Alaska on like the pipeline.
Are you serious?
Nope. This guy retired who worked in the kitchen, made the recipe himself, went and bought a ranch that he named Hidden Valley Ranch in California.
Is this true?
This is true.
It is true.
That was the first ranch.
And he operated a cattle ranch and a steakhouse. And he made his ranch seasoning in his steakhouse. People loved it.
Okay. Was it seasoning or was it dip or
It was
salad
dip.
dressing?
It was ranch.
Okay.
People loved it
Yes.
so much they wanted to take some home.
Were people dipping their steaks in it?
You dip everything in ranch.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Were people? Yes.
People wanted it.
Okay.
So then they made the powdered seasoning and started doing mail order sales.
Is that how Hidden Valley Ranch started?
Yeah.
A guy with a restaurant had the best seasoning.
Yep.
And people were like, I would like you to mail this to me at my house.
Yep. 1972, Clorox buys Hidden Valley Ranch brand for $8 million.
That's because Clorox's ranch not as good.
Too
Not as
chemically.
good as the Hidden
Not
Valley.
But anyway, they didn't get it bottled until 1984.
Are you serious?
No. Hidden Valley Ranch was not in the bottle till 1984.
Was there a different ranch in the mean?
That was the only ranch. The
Ranch
didn't exist before that.
Ranch
is
dressing came out in 1984.
How did we miss that? We missed when ranch was invented.
So fast forward to 1986. Unless you got some.
Oh, I was just going to say, 84, peak 80s.
Peak 80s.
Ranch invented.
Ranch.
Fast forward to 1986.
Yeah.
David Novak, an executive at Doritos,
Yeah.
or Frito-Lay, took his team to a field trip to a local grocery store.
Dipping a chip.
And they're just looking around like, what's popular? What do consumers like?
Yeah.
They got to the salad dressing aisle, and Hidden Valley Ranch had prime placement, and people were buying it. And
Really?
he's like, let's try that.
Yeah.
And they took it to R&D and threw some seasonings and garlic, and boom, Cool Ranch Doritos.
That's fascinating to me because, one, you're blowing my mind with Hidden Valley Ranch to begin with, right? It's like Hidden Valley is the original ranch. Hey, by the way, it was mail order, and
For like 20 years.
Yeah.
and then didn't show up on shelves till 84. And within 2 years, someone's like, the Doritos go in that.
Yes.
Yep.
Chips.
Yeah, which is actually crazy to me because Dorito flavoring was bizarre when it started off because it was like sour cream and onion early on.
Okay.
Just regular flavored Dorito. No. Regular Dorito is not
plain
a
Dorito?
That's
No.
not a Dorito.
No.
I'd say tortilla.
Yeah,
chip.
that's a tortilla. They
By
exist.
86, they did have nacho cheese, and
They
that
had a
was
taco
far and
one.
away their
They're-
top selling.
Yeah.
They didn't have the taco yet
Oh.
because they did the Cool Ranch, and it was an instant success. Everybody loved it, and then they did the taco.
Okay.
Taco was after Cool Ranch.
I think the Taco Bell taco was
Okay,
after.
Taco Bell. I think you might be wrong. I think regular taco was before Cool Ranch. I might be wrong about that. The one that I miss,
The Supreme Taco Bell.
well, that one's great too. Somehow you figure out how to make the chip taste like it has lettuce on it. That's weird. Like you have regular taco where it's just like, yes, this tastes
was
like
the
taco.
best
And then you're
flavor
like,
they ever
Supreme,
made.
what does that mean? And then you take a bite and you're like, lettuce? How? You put lettuce? How is there lettuce on this chip?
Hello, I've discovered Cool Ranch flavored Doritos. You know, if your mom's anything like mine, she likes to know exactly what goes into everything that you eat. So I thought I'd buy her some of the ingredients. There's delicious buttermilk. There's tangy tomatoes. There's zesty onions. Imagine creamy Cool Ranch seasonings and one heck of a crunch.
Cool Ranch flavored Doritos brand tortilla chips. One heck of a taste, one heck of a crunch.
My favorite one, though, was the Rio Grande. What the heck was that called? The salsa grande. Salsa Rio. Salsa grande? Salsa.
Toby Wong, Toby Chung, and Charlie Chan.
Oh, you got a phone. Type it in for me.
I'm
Save
busy
me.
looking up the other things right now, okay? Give me a fucking second.
Save me. I'm drowning here.
Doritos were born in 1964, and they were just plain. People
Yep.
thought they were too plain. In
They were.
1967,
Yes.
taco flavored.
Taco flavor.
Oh, okay.
So taco, because
That was like their first go.
Yeah.
It's a tortilla.
But then, then there was sour cream and onion, and then look up the other one. It's salsa, because now it's salsa verde, which is very similar to
That's
it.
good.
But it's like salsa grande or salsa Rio, or I remember the package well. Red headed
There was
tomato.
that pepper jack one too. In the,
Ooh, that was good.
a lot of people want those back
The
too.
jumping jack, wasn't that what it's called, or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Some sort of pepper jack.
Salsa Rio in
Salsa
the late
Rio.
80s.
Salsa Rio was dang good. But you're blowing my mind though, because it's such a staple of Doritos, right? 1986 just seems so wrong for that to be when it came out. And to have it have been, ranch becomes a thing, and within 2 years, they're like, that's the flavor.
Yep.
That's the Dorito flavor.
And they didn't even know ranch. They just went on a field trip.
Yeah.
And like, well, that's got prime shelf space.
Yeah.
People must like this.
I like you calling it a field trip. Get on a bus.
Gather around, executives.
Don't forget your lunch.
It's just Doritos. It's just a bunch of Doritos in another bag. You've got a sack lunch that is just different bags of Doritos. I like it though, because if you're in the world of making products, right, what do? You've got to go out in the world and find new things.
Yep.
And Doritos, we're getting it done, but you didn't have Cool Ranch yet.
No.
And that, to me, is really when Doritos become, because Doritos are nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. Those are the two flavors.
Yep. Yep. Everything else is just novelty.
Yeah. Come and go. Come and go.
What's better?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
It's nacho cheese, but the people who like Cool Ranch
Oh, I
love Cool
I
Ranch.
edge on Cool Ranch. That's still my favorite Dorito.
I think if you put the two of them in front of me, I would eat the Cool Ranch.
I reach for nacho cheese more often than not.
Okay.
But when you get a good Cool Ranch,
Yeah.
when it's just loaded with that seasoning,
Yeah.
it's hard to beat.
They
It's
made
hard
for a
to beat.
while, and I don't know why they discontinued. It was the best thing ever. They had the over-seasoned bag
Yes, they did.
of Cool Ranch.
And that's funny to me because everyone remembers Nacho Cheesier with extra nacho cheese.
Yeah.
How can you?
Cooler Ranch.
But Cooler Ranch was the opposite. Cooler Ranch was...
They tamed it down.
They tamed
It
it
was
down.
cooler.
Because your breath was horrific.
yeah.
And I'll say it. I made out with a chick when I was in high school after she ate some... And I think it was Cool Ranch Doritos. I did not make out with her again.
Cool Ranch corn nuts.
I did not make out with her again after that. It was horrific. You need to go get some
Cooler Ranch Doritos.
before
Yeah,
we
you got a
make
birthday
out.
coming up.
That's got to be a terrible thing. You get your girlfriend Cooler Ranch Doritos.
Yeah. Or you see her reach for the Cool Ranch, and you go, no. You want these.
These are more your style. That's awesome, though, honestly.
Ranch dressing was not the #1 salad dressing in America until 1992.
That makes sense to me.
What was?
I don't know.
Oh,
Probably French.
I was going to say it's got to be French.
French,
People
Italian.
still hang on to French a lot more than they should.
I like French.
It's
I love
good.
French.
I like a French when it's mixed with some ranch. I like, you do the double. You do the little bit of this, little bit
It's
of
called
that.
French.
Yeah, you haven't.
I do French or blue cheese on salads. Ranch is more of a dip for vegetables or even a pizza sometimes.
Sure, I'll disagree, though. I'll put it on just a good garden salad.
Yeah.
It doesn't go with every salad, but I don't think every salad dressing goes with every salad. So, okay.
I agree with Gabe.
I think we've went pretty long on Cool Ranch Doritos, but I will say, when you said you wanted to talk about Cool Ranch Doritos, like,
I had no idea.
yeah, I was like, Cool Ranch Doritos are pretty cool, but what the heck are you going to talk about on this podcast?
Fun fact from the restaurant industry: those Hidden Valley Ranch packets, and I would say probably over 80% of the restaurants you go to, if they say they make their own ranch,
Yeah, it's just that.
it's mayo, buttermilk, and a Hidden Valley Ranch
yeah,
packet,
yeah.
or not even a Hidden Valley, or it's whatever distributor.
Sure.
You know, your culinary arts Cisco brand.
They're not taking garlic powder. And
No. You know who is? This guy. I make my own ranch.
And you
All
can
right.
tell because it's delicious.
In our cupboard, we have a giant thing of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it goes on. It's
anything.
It's
Anything.
You'd think so, but it's holding strong. It ain't. I've been watching that thing. Keep an eye on it. Where's this ranch going?
Ain't
It
getting
ain't
used.
going anywhere. I don't know where it's going. It ain't going anywhere. We'll probably go sprinkle it on my tires here pretty quick. Get a little extra
Salt
grip.
the driveway.
Get a little extra grip in the winter.
There you go. I had somebody swear by using it on chicken wings.
I could see that being good.
That's good.
I didn't care for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a very specific flavor. It's a very specific flavor. It's good when you put it into like pretzels. And, people make those seasoned pretzels and stuff. It's good on that. Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's garlic powder, You know,
I mixed
Garlic powder, onion powder, dill.
I've mixed the powder into hamburger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a doable move too.
Like a meatloaf.
Okay, welcome back to the Cool Ranch podcast.
I now cannot believe that we are older than Ranch.
Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by it. Well, no. Technically,
I'm
we are
not.
not.
You're not.
Nope. You are older than ranch dressing
Ranch dressing in a bottle.
in a bottle.
In a bottle.
You are not
The
older
seasoned
than
packets are.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but I mean, in a bottle.
we're of the vintage where you had to order your ranch in the mail.
Well, you gotta wonder, like, if you're ordering the ranch powder in the mail, what are you doing with it? Are you?
Yeah, you put it in the sour cream.
You make your own ranch at home, and it took them that fucking long to be like, oh, I should just do that. Yeah. I should do that and put it on a shelf.
It took Clorox. The
Yeah.
original guy never got there.
Yeah, it's a little weird to me.
That makes it's like
Clorox.
Corlocks.
Clorox sounds like a
Sounds like a He-Man
Masters of
villain.
the Universe character.
Go see Masters of the Universe, by the way, before it gets out of theaters. Clorox was like, this is terrible for pools. I bet it's good on salad. Okay. Speaking of things you can eat, Double Dare.
Okay. Okay. Your Segway game's on fucking point today.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
So I demanded that Double Dare was on here mainly because I was obsessed with Nickelodeon when I was a kid. We didn't have Nickelodeon. We had Nickelodeon, I think, when we lived in town, and then we moved out into the sticks and we didn't have Nickelodeon. But my grandma had Nickelodeon.
Okay.
And so whenever we would go over to my dad's mom's house, that's all we did was just sit in her bedroom and watch Nickelodeon. And it was nothing but game shows.
Yeah.
And I, as much as I love, Guardians of the Hidden Temple or Guts.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah. Or what was the one where it was just the kids, Wild and Crazy Kids.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, yeah, it was just like 4 teams and they just out in a field. And like, what if we just put kids out on a field trip? Just had them run around.
Discover Ranch.
And Discover Ranch. But the OG, the original, and the one that I remember the most fondly was Double Dare. And it was a staple of Nickelodeon. From this perspective of this podcast, I like, how do we get to things? How do we get where we're going? And to me, Nickelodeon really isn't Nickelodeon until Double Dare hits.
Sure.
It is not even close.
Yes.
Nickelodeon, the name channel, launched in 1979 as an educational, non-commercial kind of a rival to PBS.
Yes. Before that, it was just called Pinwheel, I think we said.
Pinwheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it became Nickelodeon, and it was PBS.
Yeah. And went on for a few years, and it was losing money. Obviously, you don't have commercials.
Yeah.
But they decided to start doing commercials. With all the deregulation in the 80s, they got rid of the educational content. They were able to bring on, they just started Nick at Night in 85.
Okay. I didn't know
And then
that.
Double Dare in 86. So that's like when it turns into Nickelodeon.
That's okay. That is exactly when it becomes Nickelodeon. Once you have Nick at Night, I would have thought Nick at Night after. But Nick at Night and Double Dare, now you have Nickelodeon.
Yep.
You also then have, of course, the slime. The slime was a part of the show. You can't say that on television, or you can't do that on television.
Say, yeah.
You can't do. Was it can't say or can't do?
Was actually I wrote that down.
The 7:30. If kids say it's the 7:30.
I think it's you can't do that on television, which I remember very vaguely.
That's what
very vaguely.
Kids. Bunch of kids can't do that on TV. Yeah,
Well, for where
this,
Nickelodeon
Pee Wee
goes,
Herman?
yeah, calm down. For where Nickelodeon goes, you get the Dan Schneider
Yeah.
universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my kids have been watching a lot of old Nickelodeon. They just started watching iCarly, and sure as shit, here comes his logo at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, okay, who needs us to go get them a blanket and some therapy?
Yeah.
But that show had the slime on it. That's kind of where the slime came from, and it was kids. If kids said, "I don't know," they got slimed. Then somebody said, "What if we just slimed a bunch of kids just all the time? We just slimed them all the time." And what I found the most interesting about going back and looking at this, because I was really interested to see, okay, let's hear the story of how this comes around. It was all based off of the board game Mousetrap.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
fun.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the initial concept for the show was, what if we made a game show of Mousetrap?
Right.
And then, because they're children, we don't want them to get embarrassed if they don't know the answer. So if they don't know the answer, let's just give them an opportunity to just look dumb and hit them with slime.
Yeah. Too stupid to know the answer, and too stupid to do anything athletic.
The correct answer is always physical challenge, right?
Yes.
Did you guys watch any of the Double Dare? Because it went on for quite a while.
Yeah, until like 93, the 1st run. I know they brought it back.
They brought it back in the late 90s, and I watched a bit of that. I was always amazed that nobody could ever find the flag and the nose at the end.
Always.
How hard can it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's sometimes you got to be careful though too, because I know the very first episode they forgot to put the flag inside the bag of feathers.
And what a loser that kid was.
So a kid just sat there tearing apart a bunch of feathers looking for a flag. Somebody forgot.
Whoops.
Sorry, Billy.
So sometimes I think, was it actually up there? They never actually go in and find it. I think
Or is it
sometimes
like a duck's vagina?
Oh God! That's what I have to turn and go like, Jesus.
Find where does it go?
I hate to say this out loud, but for our longtime listeners, you will understand that. I hate to have to say those words. For our longtime listeners, you will know what a duck's vagina is.
Just a mangled
God damn it, Scott. I'm not talking about duck's vaginas. This is the Be Kind Rewind. Bringing it back.
Anyways.
Fun show. I like I said, Nickelodeon becomes, this is its identity, right?
Yeah.
It eventually becomes cartoons, but before that, this really becomes the identity of Nickelodeon. So much so that they built the thing down in Orlando, and that's, at Universal Studios, that is Nickelodeon Studios, which is no longer there. But as a kid, I remember going down there, going to Universal and being like, and I was like 13, and I was still like, that's right there.
That's where they do it.
Yeah.
That's where it is. It's right there.
Yeah, you could have completed those physical challenges and lickety-split.
Lickety-split. Well, maybe.
Believe it or not, we still have time for the show after that.
Cool show, game show, meets obstacle course, meets Rube Goldberg machine, bunch of slime. However, it also used a lot of cream and eggs.
Yeah.
And other products.
So many eggs.
And other products that spoil. And
Was that in the slime?
I don't remember what the slime is.
The slime is made of vanilla pudding, applesauce, a little oatmeal, and green food coloring.
Oh, gosh.
Yum.
According to the AI, which is frequently wrong.
Well-
Because it doesn't look very oatmeal-y. I would have understood.
I think initially because if I'm thinking back to, you can't do that on television. That was a little bit more chunky, a little more chonky.
All right.
It got more slimy, like it
Right.
got more gacky.
Gelatinous,
Yeah. But being that it was, we're in the 80s. We're saving Africa. We're about to get to the 90s. We're about to save the environment. We should be food conscious. We shouldn't just be wasting things. So they made a deal to get themselves some products that you can't sell in the grocery store.
You're getting old eggs.
Expired is what the word for that is. Expired.
Rotten.
Yeah, rotten eggs. Literal rotten eggs.
So supposedly the studio did not smell the greatest. It had a bit of a rancid smell to it, because think about how you shoot a show like that. Yeah. You line them up and you go.
Right.
This is a day. We're not shooting a half hour and then, no, we'll be back tomorrow, folks. No, you shoot and you go through that entire...
This studio is for one thing and one thing only,
Yep.
and you got to produce.
And you've got the audience there. We're going 4 hours, folks. We're getting through as many of these as we can. And then the next day, fire her back up, folks. And if you can imagine, I would think that if you've already got food that's expired, you go, what's one more day? What's one more day on these eggs?
They'll still be rotten tomorrow.
Under the hot studio lights.
Yeah.
Crazy. They did eventually come up with their own version of like the whipped cream because the whipped cream wouldn't last under the lights. And I had what it was, but I don't remember if I actually still have it in my notes here. But they eventually ended up coming up with their own version of the whipped cream because you couldn't just use whipped cream. It would just turn to liquid, obviously. Here we go. It was a mixture of water, foam, baker's cream, whatever that is.
Baker's cream.
Yep. And that made the synthetic glop that they used for that. Cream still
Is
sounds...
Baker's cream? It's got to be a dairy product, right?
Cream still sounds rancid to me.
Yeah.
Still sounds like it was get a little gross for
Yeah,
you.
just like heavy cream.
Yeah. So the thing I thought was really funny was I read that when they built the Orlando studio, which is built specifically for this, they put in a custom sewage system because of the amount of...
Yeah, you just got power wash the fuck out of that thing.
Yep. And so it had to have its own sewage system to be able to just hose down this...
What they should do is like public bathrooms in Europe. Once you come out, they just...
Oh, that's a great idea.
So when they shut the lights off in the studio at the end of the day, just flushes everything down.
God damn it, Jerry, you left the camera in there again. Yeah, that's crazy. The clean team went through 1,000 towels per taping.
Oh,
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now you would assume that they would probably be washing those off. But yeah, crazy. Oh. Mark Summers.
Still doing it.
Still doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. He did a great job with Unwrapped on the Food Channel.
I don't care for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
I like the show. I don't like him.
Well, if you don't like him on that, you don't like him on Double Dare.
I don't like him on Double Dare either.
Really?
No.
Oh.
And I found out that he got selected for this job.
Yes.
Because he is a magician.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He is a magician.
That's crazy to me.
And that's probably why I don't like him.
Well, that is why you don't like him.
You don't partake in the dark arts either.
The Badeaux do not partake in the dark arts. 2 fun facts. 1, he has OCD, and he was not aware of the slop. So he has actually been very vocal about this, that he almost walked out after he found out that it was, oh, this is what we're doing? No, thank you.
Yeah, it's just a mess.
Yeah. The thing that I actually, every day of my life, fear every second of my day, I am now in charge of children making a mess.
Yep.
Great.
And cheering them on.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Does a good job of hiding it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Does a really good job of hiding
Until that kid broke his arm and he ran off set.
So, yeah,
I didn't see that.
there was one injury with a child that compound fracture. Was it leg or arm?
Oh, what?
I think it was his arm.
I think it was his arm. Oh. Well, turns out
there are bones in you.
Well, it turns out
his were extra brittle.
His family neglected to make note of the fact that he had brittle bones disease.
Brittle bones disease?
Bonitis?
Yeah, he had bonitis.
Bones don't work so good on this one. Fell down, compound fracture.
That's about as bad as it gets.
Yep.
Yeah, it's both.
That's
bones.
That's bone out. That's bone out.
It's bone showing.
Yeah.
That's where you can just walk up.
Yeah.
And just spin.
Take the flag and hang it off that. Yeah, crazy that, and to be fair, that was one of the only major injuries that they had. Cameraman,
all that slime?
Yeah, cameraman fell down, had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they're just a couple.
Yeah, but really it wasn't that bad. They did a pretty good job of keeping that, which is crazy.
It's impressive, yeah.
Because I don't think they were wearing helmets in the early days, were they? I think by the end they had helmets.
Not in the 80s. It was 90s they brought the helmets.
Yeah, by the end they had helmets. At the beginning they were, kids ain't getting helmets. No. There's so much slop on the floor that it's cushion.
Yeah.
It's baker's cream. Basically a pillow. Super fun fact about Double Dare. Do you know who initially was offered the job?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Let's ask these gentlemen.
Ted Danson.
Very good guess.
Actually, pretty good guess.
Jesse, you don't even get a good guess because that's as good as it gets.
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey.
Oh, really?
Dana Carvey was offered the job,
But then he got offered SNL.
and then he got SNL, so he turned them down.
Wow.
Well, he was still just a stand-up comedian at the time.
They were excited because they were going to have him do all of his characters and voices and basically turn into a little bit more of a sketch comedy thing as well. And they offered him the job where they were ready to go. And then he got SNL and then turned it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd like to visit that timeline.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah,
talk,
right.
Yeah. You want to talk about things that go in different directions,
Yeah.
right? Because then even think of SNL then, right? There's no Wayne's World.
Right.
You know, there's no Church Lady. Maybe you get Church Lady doing Double Dare.
Maybe he gets so popular as the host of Double Dare that he gets to host SNL.
And he does it. Wayne's World Church
Knocks
Lady.
them all out in one,
H.W. Bush.
and it becomes the most legendary episode of SNL ever.
The most legendary episode. Crazy. Final take on Double Dare.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of it here and there, but yeah, I was one of those kids who didn't have Nickelodeon. So yeah, never really watched it on the regular back when it was out.
Like I said, ours was earlier when we were living in town. We had Nickelodeon. And then by the time we moved out of town, then it was every time we went to my grandma's for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, the kids just crawled back sat on grandma's bed in her little 22-inch TV or whatever it was. and that was till we were teenagers. We were be teenagers at my grandma's house, and we're all huddled on the bed watching Nickelodeon.
Promotional consideration provided by Reebok. Every contestant on Double Dare receives a free pair of Reebok sneakers. Reebok, the official shoe of Double Dare.
Okay, from one show to the next, we're going Double Dare to Double Doink. I don't know.
Double
Another
doink.
transition.
You've lost it. You've lost it.
Stuck the landing.
I'm trying to just do them on the fly. I should have wrote something down.
Double dink.
Perfect Strangers. Now that's a theme song.
That's a theme song. That and the opening credits. It lets you know exactly what's happening here.
Right. Yeah,
It tells the whole story and premise of the show in the opening.
You are absolutely correct. It is both of them. They are
Shows both their story.
They're leaving their lives behind, going to the big city. One of them just got a lot of brothers. I think maybe his
He had a
sisters.
ton of family in that
Siblings.
when he's
Yeah.
leaving in his Mustang.
Yep.
There's like a ton of siblings.
In the first
standing there
episode,
waving him
he
out.
makes a point to say when Balky shows up,
Yeah.
it's like, I have lived in a house full of people my whole
He's
life.
all
I
excited
want
to
to be alone.
be alone in this apartment in Chicago in his new life, and then
And it's-
here comes Belky
From Meepos.
from Meepos.
I wanted to talk about this more than anything because, again, story-wise, fantastic. How does a show like Perfect Strangers get made?
It's made by a guy named Dale McRaven.
Okay.
You may know him from a different show he created called Mork and Mindy.
Oh, this guy's got a shtick.
Okay.
he likes his foreigner topics.
Oh, it just ruined it for me. Oh, it just ruined it. What if he was just from a different country?
Don't be ridiculous. Casting.
Yep.
They for Cousin Larry. I forget the actor's name. But do you know who they cast and shot the pilot with?
Oh, I didn't know they shot
This is
pilot.
interesting.
It's an unreleased pilot.
I
out
did
there
not know that.
of Louis Anderson.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Life
Yeah.
with Louie.
And they just
And Meepos.
didn't feel he fit the part, and
Yeah, he doesn't fit the part.
Yeah,
he does. He doesn't.
Because he's Louis Anderson. He fits the part of Louis Anderson.
That's crazy and really interesting because this movie exists because of Beverly Hills Cop. So Bronson gets the role
Yeah.
in Beverly Hills Cop,
Crushes it.
crushes it, and they didn't even know that that's what he was doing.
He hasn't stopped crushing it since.
He was working. He was working
Great
at a retail shop, and he just did this, slightly European. You can't really put your finger on where it's from. Voice, And he goes in, does Beverly Hills Cop, does that voice, crushes it. Everyone thinks it's hilarious, becomes an instant star, and then gets offered his own television show to play that role, which is crazy.
Yep, a role that he just made up on the fly.
Yep.
For a movie, for a small part in a movie.
For a small part. He has what, one scene?
Yeah.
And they're
He
like,
gets 7 seasons out of it.
and they're like, well, listen, have you seen Mork and Mindy? What if you're just a weirdo
If you're
from
from Albania, but you're basically Mork. You just don't get it.
Yeah, you just don't get anything. Everything you do is just weird and spontaneous. He said no.
Oh.
So one of the people in his lives that was really pushing him not to do television was Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Tom Cruise was actually, and even I read that even financially was trying to help him not go do television and said, you don't want to go do television. Probably for the reason, he was probably right.
So you're going to get stuck playing.
Because you're going to get
same
stuck
guy
being
for
the same
7,
guy
8 seasons.
And then
maybe for the rest of your
then
life.
you're typecast for, yep.
And so he said no, and then I guess took a trip to Greece, and that was enough. Where he's just like, oh yeah, these guys are weird.
Oh yeah, I get seasons of material out of these folks.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's wild to me though, because I only think of him as that. I only, and that is the problem with television, right?
Yeah.
You do it for 8 years, and that's who you are. I wouldn't even have guessed that he was not, at least somewhere towards that.
Well, that's
He
kind
looks
of
Albanian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's weird. But he did actually have a small part in Risky Business.
Yes.
So that's probably when they
when,
became.
That's when that advice came forward.
Sure.
Don't do it. Don't do television. You're going to end up just doing television.
Yeah, don't go make $1 trillion.
You're going to be Belky Bartakmus for the rest of your life.
It is the catch-22 of it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be rich
Yeah,
and
you're gonna make a
famous.
lot of money,
But
you're gonna be stuck.
But
You're
you
gonna
got to be that
stuck.
guy.
Yeah.
You are now that guy. That's an interesting dilemma to have because there's no way out of it. The only thing you can kind of do, and we'll talk about
Yeah, it's like
Paul
it's like
Rubens
being
later.
it's like being Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman, and again, created his own, his own prison, if you will, and then you're just stuck with it because the only thing you can do is do what he did, where you're just like, all right, now I'm edgy.
I would, if I did television, I would take any role. I'm available for any role.
All roles.
But
I will be an idiot.
If I was given the choice, I would choose to be Seinfeld because he just played himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he just got to continue being himself.
It is interesting because do you think they would have given him his own television show had he not taken on that character?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Nope.
You need the foreigner who doesn't understand Chicago.
Well, especially if you're the guy that made Mork. You're blowing my mind with that. You're not blowing my mind. It fits. That peg
It's fucking
goes,
stupid.
that peg goes right in that hole. What if we just did Morgan Mindy again? Scott, you had said no bueno
I didn't say no bueno. I just said I preferred this other show that we're going to talk about
in just a minute.
I liked it a little bit more. But I watched. It's been on in the shop a lot.
Consumable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It's start to finish, easy watching.
In terms of theme song, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the pin in the timeline. This is where the 90s sitcom theme song starts.
Well, that's my problem with it is that it could be a theme song for
anything.
1,000 different
That's
shows.
what I love
It's
about it.
so generic.
It's so
It's
good.
so generic.
Standing tall.
On the wings of my dreams.
What dream? Where are you standing? Who are you?
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Could be anybody.
And fall.
Rise and fall.
Where to? From where?
You know the people who did that theme song did Full House.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Family
Oh, yeah.
Matters.
Yes.
They did
Step
a
by
lot.
step.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is where this goes. It births TGIF.
It is the anchor when TGIF comes on the scene, and it's not just the amazing theme song.
Yep.
It's the catchphrase, the "Don't be
Yep.
ridiculous." Every sitcom had to have a catchphrase
Had to have
after
it.
that.
Yep. And it feels the early episodes still kind of have their foot in the 70s a little bit. There's a little feel to that. The slower, like we said, we tried to watch Family Ties. I couldn't get through it. I couldn't do Family Ties.
Yeah.
Or not Family. I'm sorry. Not Family Ties. I was thinking Family Matters. I couldn't do Family Ties. The beginning, it's a little slower. The jokes are a little forced. Like okay. We laugh when he does the dumb thing. Okay, okay. He's the dumb one. The other one's the straight man. Okay, I get it.
Who's also really dumb.
Yes.
Not the brightest. Cousin Larry, not the brightest. There's a reason why he was still at home as an adult.
Yeah, everybody's celebrating him finally getting the hell out of there.
Get him out!
Yeah, oh my gosh, this guy's
Give him a
neurotic.
Mustang.
That they have to like push
Yeah.
to get him out the driveway. But not only does it birth into TGIF, it is what created Family Matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a spinoff.
Spinoff.
It is a spinoff character. The mother from Harriet from Family Matters is working. I think
She works with them too in that
yeah
office or whatever. It was some sort of a printing. Was it a paper or something they worked for?
yeah.
or-
Initially, they are in a antique store,
Yeah.
and then I don't remember where they end up.
Yeah, antique store to a paper, and then they went somewhere else.
But
too.
she's the sassy black woman that then they're like, boom,
Yeah.
that's gold.
Well, I think Carl showed up. in an
Carl
episode.
is a cop.
Yep.
He's in.
Yeah, he showed up in the one episode, and I said, "It's all he does. It's all he does."
Well, to be fair, it's
And-
television.
Yeah, but then
There's conspiracy theories about he is the cop from Die Hard.
I like that.
Yeah,
we don't get into that much on
They
this
like
show.
there was
but
a
I
whole
do
tie-in
like
with that.
But so you go from that, and then I believe is it 87? I thought I had it in my notes here. I want to say it's 80. It's March of 1988 is when this show moves to Fridays, and that's when you get Full House before it, and then the following year, boom, TGIF.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big deal.
And that's the 90s.
It's great. And it's such wholesome content.
Well, and it was really interesting when I was thinking about this, right? You would just sit down at the television, which we do with our kids, like on a Friday or typically a Friday, sometimes a Saturday, but we'll sit down with the kids and we'll watch some TV. The idea that you would sit down and watch like 2, 3, 4 shows in a row with your kids, and they were all different.
Yeah.
Pretty cool idea.
It was.
We need to get back to something like that.
We should get back to something like that. And our generation got it twice because we got TGIF.
Yeah.
And then we got NBC Thursday nights with The Office and Parks and Rec and 30 Rock. And
Yeah, we were adults then, or early adults.
Yep.
Getting
it's
into
just feeding millennials the content they want.
Yeah, but we need to do something like that. I would sit on my couch with my kids and watch an hour and a half. I would do it. No, you could still do it. It's just programming. You can program anything. You could. I'm not saying we all have to sit and watch it. We're all going to be on our phones, but we do sit on the couch and watch a movie quite a bit. Still as a family.
We do Pizza Movie Friday every Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody's got to come back with a concept like this where you're just like, nope, we only release it on Fridays, and these are the 4 shows that we have. Maybe you don't like all of them, but as a family, you sit down and you watch them. Cool idea. Well, Scott, you had said that there was a show that we almost didn't talk about, and I'm so glad that you went back and consumed it and were like, nope, this one's better.
Yeah.
And that is
ALF.
ALF.
I forgot to light the oven. Oh well, better late than never.
I don't think we're going to do 3 hours on ALF, but this is a show.
I don't think ALF got 3 hours.
This is a sitcom about a fucking puppet.
Yep.
Awesome. How and why? It's been tried. Don't get me wrong. Greg the Bunny. Remember that when that Fox did that?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Vaguely.
Exactly. That is the correct response to you. Do you remember Greg the Bunny?
I remember there was a sitcom in the early mid 2000s. I can't remember what the hell it was called.
Crank Anchors.
But there was like a dust bunny under the couch.
Yes.
That was voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yes.
The heck was that show?
Called?
Unhappily Ever After.
Yeah, that
It had
sounds right.
The smoking hot girl, Nikki Cox, I think her name was.
Now you're jarring my memory.
Anyways, ALF is great.
Speaking of which, real quick, about smoking hot. We're going to get to the 90s. We're firmly planted in the 80s right now. But I had something I sent to you guys the other day. Nintendo just came out with Donkey Kong 64 on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong 64 came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1999, big boobs were in. Everything had to have big boobs.
Yeah.
So as I'm playing this game, you meet the girl monkey.
The Babs Bunny.
And she's got very large breasts.
As gorillas do.
And my 6-year-old says, "Whoa, big boobies." And then I looked at him and I go, "Hey, don't talk like that." And he goes, "What? They're chungus." And
Catholic school.
I immediately did the thing where I just slowly grab my phone and text you guys. And I just said, "Boobs are back, boys. Boobs are back."
Can't let him see me thinking this is fucking hilarious.
Oh, when he said, "What? They're chungus." It's like none of this came from me. None of I'm not even a boob guy. Couldn't believe it. Whoa, big boobies. Different times. But in 1986, the world is ready for an alien that's furry.
An alien life form.
That
Literally.
right there in the title. That is also a puppet that also eats cats.
Yes.
And I will argue is still pretty funny.
It's pretty dang good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I'll probably watch more episodes.
I think it's rough because a show like this that we're doing with this podcast, it's really tough to talk about ALF. It really is. It's super hard to talk about ALF. But I'm not going to lie to you folks, it's pretty funny.
It is.
The concept of it is good because he's just a snarky asshole.
Right.
Well, that's the whole concept.
Yep.
What if E.T. was a dick?
Yeah. And you couldn't get rid of him.
Couldn't get rid of him.
The other one's like, "I want to go home." This one's like, "Go home where?"
Yeah, I'm
I
going to
don't
try
have a
on all your
plan.
clothes. Drink all your beer.
And eat your cat.
And, and I'm going to constantly be
trying
to
to put cats in a loaf of bread.
Oh, I can see why people really enjoyed it at the time. Now, this is a cocaine fever dream. Don't get me wrong. You know, we've done the Alien, the Mork and Mindy, like fish out of water. Because they don't even really do fish out of water. He's not dumb.
He shows up and
he's comfortable.
Yeah, he gets it for the most part.
I think that's the thing I like about it the most. Is it's like, this isn't just him being like, "I don't understand how the world works.
I don't know Earth."
Episode 3, he's ordering a pizza.
Yep.
So I did look up a little bit of stuff on it in that there was a couple things that were really interesting. It was so funny because I was like, we don't have a lot of time to talk about. So I said, give me the 2 best fun facts. The 2 best fun facts it gave me was that the set was literally a dangerous minefield of trapdoors.
Because of the puppet had the.
So he had to keep popping up. So as an actor,
if you forgot to lock it, you'd...
Oh no!
And as an actor, you'd have to be aware of, because it was 4 feet off the ground, you know, so you get down there with the puppet. And then, if you fall through that, that's not going to be fun.
It's a compound fracture.
Yeah,
well,
for
you
sure.
got brittle bones. Secondary fun fact: the final day of filming, the actor Max Wright, who played Willie Tanner,
who was 43.
same age as me.
I was gonna say,
he was 43 in that show. I thought he was
going on
59.
70.
I'm doing okay. Folks. They wrapped up shooting, and he just quietly went to his
little
dressing room, gathered his stuff, and just walked out. Didn't say a word to anyone.
Nope. There was a lot of
That's crazy. Because you think about how much time you spent with these people.
Yeah.
Over the course of how many episodes?
4 years.
For 4 years, how many hours a day? Because what did they say? 25 hours sometimes to shoot some of the stuff because of the technical resets.
Yeah.
Right? So you're shooting an episode. It's 30 minutes of television, taking 25 hours.
That's wild.
And then you get to the end of 4 years of that, and you just quietly go gather your stuff and walk away at the front.
I love him.
That guy had some issues.
Well, he had somewhere to be, Dave.
Did he?
He did.
Where was that? Where did he have to
The
be?
bank.
Hold on, let's see. What was his name again? Max Wright.
Max Wright. WRIGHT.
He had people to see, things to do.
Well, there was a front. I don't know if it's front page, but the National Enquirer exclusive: Alf star caught in crack house.
I'm sorry.
Drug-fueled orgy.
I'm sorry. What? That can't be correct. It's the National Enquirer.
Well,
No.
That was almost
Photojournalist got a picture of him.
That was almost a
Yes.
Cool Ranch situation. I don't believe it.
I mean, there's pictures of him.
No
there's
way.
pictures.
Yes.
So he's on his way. Oh yeah, he looks like it.
It looks like a crack pipe.
To be fair, if you had to work 25 hours a day, which there aren't even 25 hours in a day, with a fucking puppet that's just being a dick to you all the time, I'd probably go smoke some crack too.
Drive a man to go do some crack and cuddle up with some bears.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a fetish from being on the show.
Okay. It's interesting. It holds up pretty well. I mean, it's not great,
Yeah, no,
but it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it's
absolutely funny.
Yeah.
I mean, one, I love Muppets.
Yeah.
And he's really just a giant Muppet.
And he's snarky. I like Snark.
Yeah.
I love Snark.
He's just a little turd.
Yeah.
The creator of this show went on to direct a few different Muppets movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Which ones do you know?
We picked up a weirdo.
The Great Muppet Caper.
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
The Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, those are great movies.
Those are both Rizzo ones, aren't they? Rizzo the Rat?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Elf.
A lot like Elf.
I like Rizzo.
So that's Paul Fusco? Is that how you pronounce his name?
That's Alf.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
isn't
the,
that
that's the puppeteer.
Isn't that what he
Tom
just
Patchett
said?
is the show creator.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was this. He's the co-creator. Okay. So the puppeteer, yeah, he ends up with Alf, the puppet, and he owns all the rights to it.
Yeah, I mean, he is Alf. That's
Yeah.
like all he does.
Yeah.
If you look at his credits,
Yeah.
it's Alf, Alf, Alf,
Because
Alf,
that was
Alf,
his
Alf,
character before it was even a show.
Yeah.
Oh, he did stand-up routines with
And
Alf.
then
It was something he created. I
was
don't
like a
know if he did
ventriloquist.
routines
It's
with it.
his Balky Bartolome.
Alf. His
It's-
prison.
It's his prison. All right, folks, let's go ahead.
Can
Let's not forget
Can we
Okay.
spoil the finale of Alf?
one of the
Please.
worst
Nope.
endings.
You can't say that. Is it? You think it's the worst?
Spoil it.
Well, not
I've
one
never
of the
seen the
worst.
end.
One of the
so,
most-
So season 4
Yes.
happens, and the cliffhanger episode at the end of season 4 is Alf is about to, there's a UFO, there's a spaceship coming. They're going to pick him up.
Yep.
Well, the military has been trying to find him
Yes.
the entire time. That's a little backstory for the whole thing. There's always the military could be there at any moment.
So
Could
they,
be.
So the UFO comes down. Well, then the military comes over the hill, and the UFO pisses off.
Yep.
And the final shot of Alf,
See him just-
because they got canceled, was Alf surrounded by the military. Credits.
It's a Sopranos situation.
Well, no, it's pretty clear he got busted.
Yep.
But we don't know
They
what happened.
they got
to
him,
Alf.
and the military got him. Time to start poking and
I
prodding.
was gonna say he's dissected on.
Perfect time to bring Alf back. The aliens are here, folks. We're accepting it. It's time for you to re-release
Yeah, it's just now
Alf.
just openly out there. Oh yeah, we have aliens.
Yeah, just let him out. Let Alf go. Let him go. You don't like that? I like it. What else is he supposed to do?
Maybe he deserved it. He was a dick.
I like bad endings because they're so infrequent.
Yeah.
So when it happens, you're just like,
Oh,
wait, what?
Yeah, when they
What?
throw
What?
something,
You can do that?
they just throw it together because they got canceled. They're like, okay, this is the last episode, guys.
Well, part
What
of
do
it
we do?
part of it is that they're pissed, right? Because you just want to continue. You got to remember, all the people working behind the scenes
Yeah.
are now out of a job.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
You were making money.
A lot of money. And now you're not. As actors, as directors, as showrunners, as Alf.
Yeah.
You know, the Alf show goes on until the Alf show is done. And then you got to hit up the malls. I'd be pissed too. But I don't, it is an interesting one to have him be captured.
and then that's it.
That's it.
That's the end.
We talked about this with the Sopranos one. I'm a firm believer. Yes, because he's not real.
He's a puppet on a TV show.
And they stopped writing it. So guess what happens when you stop writing things that aren't real? They just end. That's the end. So whether he got molested by the army or not,
Ends up on Epstein's island.
doesn't guess what? It actually doesn't matter. Great show. I actually do really like ALF. I'm glad we got to talk about
Yeah,
it. So
it's good. Watch it. It's fun.
okay, Jesse,
Free on so many things right now.
Yeah, go hit it up. It's funny. It's funny.
It is.
Snarky. Kids love it. Get after it.
Yeah.
Jesse, bring us home. We are wrapping this one up with a segment I'm calling Jesse's Toy Bin.
All right. Well, worth a couple of mentions. Of 86, the real Ghostbusters cartoon came out.
Yes.
In 86.
We know what you were doing.
Well, yes, completely. Yeah, that ran 86 to
Ectoplasm.
91, but the toy line by Kenner was amazing.
Did that come out in 86 as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm surprised. You've got items in front of us. None of them are Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
There are more Ghostbusters toys in this toy store than there are not Ghostbuster toys. None of which are on the table. You're branching out.
I'm branching out a little bit. Yeah.
What you do have in front of us is My Pet Monster.
Mm-hmm.
I do know what that is.
I don't remember that at all.
Is that the one that breaks the handcuffs?
Yep.
Yep, that was the thing.
There was a cartoon for it.
Yep, it started out as the plush.
Yes.
Then they actually did a straight to
plush.
That's what they call the plush.
It's a furry doll.
It's a
doll.
Then there was a straight to video, live action movie.
Oh,
Live action?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, I don't
We
know
have to
about
do
that.
an episode on that.
Yeah. Why haven't we watched it?
Yeah, it's a treat.
Okay.
It's a treat, he says.
It's a treat for Dave.
It's a nice little snack.
I knew one kid that had that. Kid across the street, Vinny Potvin.
Mm-hmm.
He had My Pet Monster. Only kid that I knew that had it. You said it was on ABC because
There was a one season
Okay.
cartoon that ran, I think it was 87.
Okay, because I somehow completely missed that boat. Didn't even know it really existed.
Yeah, because it was on ABC. I
Yep.
remember watching it in 87.
I remember
It was
going
a
to his house and I
brief
remember
thing.
him having that.
Yeah.
And he freaking thought that thing was awesome. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he breaks his chains.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, and that's how he.
He's a monster.
Yeah, live action. It was different. It was like a statue that they had to interact with, and then in the cartoon, it was like a dimensional thing where he put his chains on. He turns into a stuffed animal
Okay.
when he had his chains on. So yeah,
Oh. So when he breaks his chains, he becomes real.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. That's a pretty good backstory for a toy.
I like it.
I like it.
I see where
It
Toy Story
literally
got
breaks
the,
free.
Yes. But sitting next to him, you've got another doll.
yes,
And this one's name is Pee Wee Herman.
he was a big deal.
Huge deal. I'm going to come right out and say it right now. I got super excited about 6 months ago. There was like, oh, we're coming up on Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, and they had that. Yeah,
And there's a documentary. And I was like, this is going to be sweet. I can't wait to talk about Pee Wee Herman because the backstory of Pee Wee Herman is so cool, right? He's a comedian that comes up with a character,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just goes crazy.
yep. And he
And
did
he's
his live
stuck.
show, and I mean, he was a Groundlings. He was friends with all them guys. Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman is so it is a play, and Phil Hartman is a integral part of the Pee Wee Herman.
big time, and especially the Playhouse show.
Yes.
And Ruben's kind of just
He's a little weird.
Turns out Pee Wee Herman's a little weird. Ruined his relationship with Phil Hartman, mostly because Phil Hartman felt like they were doing this together.
They were,
They
and
were,
then
they very clearly
they just
were.
kind of pushed him aside.
And said, "This is my thing. I'm Pee Wee Herman." Turns out, being Pee Wee Herman is not a great thing to be. And I'm going to say it right now. I watched the documentary. I was super excited. We're going to talk about Pee Wee Herman at some point. I'm watching up Phil Hartman. The mom from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a main character. I mean, this is like a legit
Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This
Lawrence
is-
Fishburne.
This is a legit ordeal. And then you're like, but then Pee-wee got a little weird, right?
Yes, he
and
did.
I remember thinking, okay, so he went
to a porn theater
went to
and
a
did porn theater things.
Yes. And I was like, whatever, who cares? He's gay, right?
That was right after the show had ended, too.
Turns out he's a pedo.
Oh.
And I'll say that, and you can get mad at me if you want, but I was fully in the camp of free Pee-wee, let this man's legacy live. However, when you've got a house full of magazines that are questionable as to whether they are, and the government arrests you and then can only prove like 1 or 2 counts of child pornography.
Or too many.
And
Yeah.
and then you... the documentary was great because they're just like, and then he had to plead guilty. I was like, no, you don't. No, either you are or you aren't. You don't have to plead guilty to child pornography.
Had to plead guilty because he is.
Well, that's just it. And so
what's that?
Oh, you got me.
So it doesn't matter if you have 1 million magazines and 2 of them are, right? First of all, you've got the questionable magazines to begin with. And that's not an anti-gay thing. That is you had child pornography. And my opinion of Pee-wee Herman is Pee-wee Herman was a pedophile. And I'm sorry that that's the case. And so I told Jesse when he said we were going to talk about Pee-wee Herman, I go, I'm going to call him a pedophile because he's a pedophile. Sad to say that. I did not want to say that. 6 months ago was like, dude, this is going to be so much fun. We're gonna crush.
I'm
Pee-wee
going to
Herman
dial
content.
it back.
Okay.
Pee-wee Herman is a fucking hero. Paul Rubens, pedo.
I'm going to dial it back even further. Pee-wee Herman is a fictional character.
Yeah, I love Pee-wee. I mean,
Pee-wee's Playhouse is great.
Yeah, I love it. And then I'll never forget, though, in 91, watching the evening news with my family, and that mugshot came up, and that story broke.
He couldn't have
And
looked-
I'm like,
he couldn't
I'll
have-
never forget my dad was just like, oh, what the, like.
He couldn't have looked any worse in that picture.
I was still in Catholic school then, and it's like, this guy's fucking evil.
Yeah.
And then then you grow up and you're like, oh.
Yeah. That was my stance on it. Was like, yeah, he was gay. Turns out he's gay.
Yeah.
Also other things. But yeah, it's really too bad. It's really too bad. Because it's a very clever thing that an individual said, I'm going to go make $1 million doing this. And then did it. Like it is a weird character. He's just childlike, very obnoxious.
Yes.
And he was doing that on like Letterman and going and doing, before they even had the show, he was like going and being this character, almost like a Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
yeah.
he does have props. And
Yeah.
the balloon one was my favorite. We just took a balloon and for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah,
And that was the bit. And it was funny.
That's brilliant.
Yep. And the movie, is it the first?
Pee-wee's
the
Big
first-
Adventure
Big
is the good
Adventure.
one.
First Tim Burton movie.
It's the first Tim Burton movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Which is
a
wild.
what a combination.
Yeah.
Tim Burton and Pee-wee Herman. That's like a match made in
It
heaven.
was too, and it worked.
It worked very well. It worked very well. But in front of us, we have the Pee-wee Herman doll. You pull his string. He says things.
He says, "I love you."
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not that much, Pee-wee.
Yeah. I'll take that one out of you.
There's a snake in my boot.
Oh, no. If the Pee-wee Herman doll says there's a snake in his
A
boot,
snake in my what?
that's a trouser snake. That's a trouser
In my
snake.
boots.
And you're tricking me again, Pee-wee. Tricking me.
Shut it down.
Don't the British
Shut it
people
down.
what do they call the trunk?
The boot. They
Oh,
do.
there's a snake in my
There's a
boot.
snake in my boot. Oh, gross.
Oh, buggery.
Yeah, you took it too far. Apologize to anyone that because really,
that
honestly,
just learned this.
well, to be fair, I was really on the camp of like, oh, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna talk about Pee-wee's Big Adventure and stuff, and then I watched it and I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, it's like I recently learned some pretty bad things about this guy, Michael Jackson.
ooh, yeah, that was another one that was really rough.
That's rough.
That
but
documentary is rough
he's
too.
still getting
I didn't even
glorified.
watch that
and,
one.
I mean, he's got a big movie.
You don't want to watch. There's a very graphic description of
Yeah.
like, no, thank you,
Yeah.
pass, beat it, get out of here.
My 9-year-old loves Michael Jackson's
Oh,
music.
Yeah, stick with
Michael
the music.
Jackson loves your 9-year-old.
Stick
Yes,
with the
he does.
music.
But Netflix has a new series out called The Verdict. Michael Jackson, The Verdict.
Oh yeah, don't
So like
let
I
him-
turned
no.
Netflix on.
Oh no!
Dad, what's a verdict? I'm like, I don't know. Son.
Oh, shucks darn it. Okay, well, toys in 86, pretty cool. I just went and saw Masters of the Universe this last weekend with my kids. It's going to bomb. So it's only, by the time you guys even see this, it's already going to be out of theaters. But I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. And it is exactly what growing up in this time frame was. 86, 88. Just this colorful, wacky.
Absolutely wacky.
Super wacky. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So
And certainly unique.
yeah, they were, well, cocaine will do that to you.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like, hey, what's a good idea? Well, let me tell you about a guy. He's got a monster. And this one's also a puppet. All right, Jesse, final thoughts. 1986.
Good year for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like say, making it through the 80s. It's not over yet. I mean, 89 is such a big finale year. But yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. We are 80s, folks. We are 80s. Scott, final take?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Gabe,
Alf Smith.
thank you.
86, good year.
Good year.
I don't think it's the best year. I do think when we're done with the 80s, we should go back and only on the content we covered, rank the years.
Oh,
Hey,
so we can't
that's
even,
a great idea.
So no pulls out of left field.
you can't even pull in new stuff that we didn't touch.
No, because we'll talk about that stuff later. Let's talk about what we covered, which year was the best.
Interesting. Yeah, I've got a take on it as well. I completely disagree with the individual that said that 1986 is the prime year of the 80s. Fully disagree. But it's
Yeah, we're starting to get gravitationally pulled
Yes.
to the 90s a little bit.
Well, you're seeing the seeds of what the 90s become. All right, I've had enough. Okay, folks, we'll be back next week with the movies. I forget which ones we're doing. Jesse and I decided. Did you write them down?
We got Aliens, Top Gun, Big Trouble in Little China, Stand By Me.
Stand By Me?
So-
Okay, that's the only one I haven't watched yet.
So next week we are doing Big Trouble in Little China and Top Gun.
Okay.
Correct? Isn't that what we said?
That's what we talked about.
I think that's what we said. And then the following week will be Aliens and Stand By Me.
I apologize for picking it. I remembered liking it.
Stand By Me?
Yeah.
We can pivot. Scott hasn't watched it. If you want to pivot,
Yeah.
we can pivot.
I'll go.
You got 2 weeks. Figure something. Well,
Yeah.
don't tell me the day before, though. I'd like to watch something
There's
else.
going to be some.
Yeah, no, I'll
honorable
tell you today if I
mentions.
stand by it or if I'm switching.
I just watched it. I can give you 20 minutes on Stand By Me. But so next week, we will be doing Big Trouble in Little China and Top Gun. That's a banger of an episode. And, yep, and 2 movies that came out, and one went to the sky, and the other went...
Another one got saved by VHS.
by VHS.
I forgot how gay Top Gun is.
Well, you don't like
It's
volleyball scene? That was great.
1986. I just watched Masters of the Universe. It's
Oh,
gay.
oh yeah.
It's
I'm
very
sure.
gay. And with that, we're done.
Don't be a
God, that That one got bleeped. That one got bleeped. Decent year though. I'm pretty happy with it. There was more stuff we could have talked about as well, but I'm glad we talked about ALF. I was really that was the one because I've been telling Jesse. I want you guys to pick topics as well. I'm gonna pick. Gabe goes, I'm going Cool Ranch Doritos. I was like, I want Double Dare. That's so I would have went ALF as well. So I'm glad that you said I've been watching a lot of ALF.
Yeah.
Snarky little shit.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's totally.
It's totally good.
He's a little shit. He's just.
And it's just so weird that like I went to look up what else the guy playing ALF did because he's genuinely funny, and you got to wonder like how much of that is just ad libbed, him just being a snark because it has to be.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all he's ever done is ALF.
Well, he owns the character, right? So he had to have made buku bucks. Oh, yeah. I mean, 4 seasons isn't the end of the world, but you own the property,
right?
Yeah, but with that level of wit, and shouldn't you go do some improv or Saturday Night Live?
Right, that's
or
what it surprised me. The only thing he
Sure.
ever did was ALF, and it's like, dude, no, you're funny. You're
maybe he was
you're
mad.
funnier than that, than just that.
Sure. He probably got mad though too. You know, I was like, I'll just check my ALF and go home.
Yeah, cancel me.
I cancel you. And then he just goes to malls and sits there and does. Now he's conventions. That's the weird thing too. At least with Pee Wee Herman, right? You Paul Rubin could put the costume back on, right?
I don't know if he.
Okay,
he did. He got back in, and they had a big Netflix holiday special, and they did a thing even a few years before he died.
Bronson, he can put the voice back on. But if you're ALF, you're going to be under the table.
Yeah.
So do you go to conventions and sit under the table? What do you do? Do you like sit next to him and be like, I don't know who this guy is?
You know, he was never on a talk show for that reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because that's the interesting thing, because the best stuff of Jim Henson is where he's on a talk show with the puppet.
Yeah.
I just watched one, where he's who's the dog? Ralph the dog.
Rolf.
So he's Ralph, I think it's Arsenio Hall. And Ralph's got his arm in a sling. And he's like, so what's with the sling? And he goes, well, here's the deal. Facts of life. I'm a puppet. And this guy, he's operating me. So see, I got one arm and I got a mouth. Then he just starts going like this. So are we done?
Yeah, woo, back at you. Right.
Hey, Rolf.
Hey, son of a bitch.